What if patients suffering from acute and chronic conditions could spend less time in the hospital and more time feeling confident and cared for in the comfort of their own home? What if networks, clinicians, and payers could turn fewer readmissions into a higher level of care for all? Bioformis is a fast-growing global leader in care-at-home solutions, transforming patient health through personalized, predictive care. Enabled by artificial intelligence, Bioformis' care-at-home platform provides actionable insights to help clinicians deliver the right care to the right patient at the right time.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
Hello, I'm Kuldeep Singh, founder and CEO of Bioformis. When I founded Bioformis 7 years ago, it was with a vision to predict disease before it happens and deliver the right care to the right patients at the right time. Our Bioformis Care-at-Home platform enables at-home management of patients across the continuum of care, including acute, post-acute transition care, and complex chronic management, all using a single platform. Our platform enables 4 core features. First, continuous monitoring using wearable biosensors. Second, our library of over 120 digital biomarkers to enable early detection of clinical exacerbation and automated medication management. Third, software tools for patients, their primary caregivers, and virtual clinical care teams with bidirectional integration into the EHRs. And finally, an ability to coordinate care using the platform, which includes logistics, asset management, in-home care delivery, and revenue cycle management. Bioformis fills gaps in care, and our data supports this. We have shown 70% reduction in 30 days readmission, 38% reduction in overall cost of care, and an ability to predict clinical exacerbation with 93% accuracy as compared to 64% using standard early warning scores. We work with over 30 large health systems in the country and have managed over 45,000 patients to date in 2022. We also work with rural hospitals such as Appalachian Regional and Blessing that are improving access to care in areas that need the most. Bioformis Care-at-Home offers more than remote patient monitoring. Our solution elevates the care delivery model to a true remote patient management. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zach Henderson, Chief Commercial Officer at Gluco, the digital health platform helping people with chronic conditions better connect and engage with their healthcare teams. Gluco is also the world's largest connected care platform for diabetes and is used by more than 8,000 hospitals, medical clinics, and health systems worldwide. More importantly, Gluco helps patients, physicians, and care teams work better together to manage diabetes and improve patient outcomes. While standard diabetes care allows only 2 to 4 doctor visits per year, Gluco's remote patient monitoring app provides ongoing connectivity between patients and care teams through the Gluco mobile app, which patients use to securely sync their diabetes data to the Gluco platform from both diabetes devices and health and fitness devices. This provides care teams with 24/7 visibility into a person's diabetes progress, including in between office visits, so that they can provide coaching and assistance when it's needed to keep the patient on track. That's difficult with office visits alone. What differentiates Gluco? Our competitors provide apps to capture diabetes data, but then steer people towards outside coaches or leave them to manage all by themselves. These solutions provide no connectivity back to the key physician directing their care. Then at medical appointments, the physician has no visibility into those disconnected coaching interactions. Gluco, however, is dedicated to enhancing, not sidestepping, that all-important therapeutic alliance between the patient and the physician, which we know leads to real improved health outcomes. That's the real superpower of Gluco and why we believe we should win: results. In real-world studies, following hundreds of people with diabetes, Gluco has demonstrated 2 things. First, patients being followed by providers using our remote patient monitoring experienced immediate and sustained reductions of approximately 12 percentage points in average decreased blood glucose levels and 42% decrease in the proportion of glucose readings that were high. Conversely, another study found when patients dropped out of remote patient monitoring, glucose control began deteriorating immediately, driving home once more the value of the doctor-patient connectivity that Gluco provides.
Introducing SeerSense, a revolutionary wireless brain and heart monitoring wearable that takes gold standard epilepsy diagnostics out of the hospital and into the home. SeerSense's flexible body sits comfortably across the shoulders and continuously monitors brain and heart activity that is wirelessly transmitted to our GDPR-compliant cloud-based platform. SeerSense can easily be self-connected and disconnected, making showering possible for the first time. And an ultra-low power design means the patient never needs to change batteries. Once the study is complete, our cloud-based software lets our scientists review high-resolution EEG, ECG video recordings to uncover the nature of the patient's events. SeerSense delivers a step change in patient comfort and freedom while empowering doctors with the data they need to make a conclusive diagnosis.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
Hi there, I'm Dean Freestone. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Seer. Now, Seer is a medical technology company that's focused on helping people with epilepsy. We do so by translating clinical monitoring from a hospital environment to the home environment, which makes healthcare more open, accessible, and equitable. Prior to starting Seer, I was working in R&D with devices with epilepsy that could continuously record from the human brain. We quickly realized that in order to deal with the vast amounts of data that these devices would generate, we needed to think differently. We needed to think about mobile first, cloud first, and AI first. And that's the reason why we started Seer. So over the last 5 years, we've created a wonderful product called Seer Home. Now, Seer Home is a fully vertically integrated system. We manufacture our own devices in our own manufacturing facility. We have our own software development team, and we create our own AI algorithms, and we deploy this through our own clinical service. And that makes us really special and quite different. By having our own clinical service, we're able to think differently about innovation, not only in the technology, but also in the healthcare system itself. So with each patient we serve, we're able to curate data to be able to create more fuel for the AI engine in the cloud, where our systems become more enhanced and better so we can serve more people. Now, to date, we've done monitoring and provided healthcare for more than 12,000 people. We've built up the largest database of this type that the world has ever seen. We've just recently received FDA clearance, and we're looking to scale our systems out across the US. A lot of people need our help. About 75% of diagnostic cases and first treatments are done by primary care physicians. With our technology, these physicians can now provide neurology level consultations to get people the answers they need in a timely fashion.
We are Huma, a global digital health platform that asks the right questions and helps make sense of the answers. We connect health to life. With real-world data from remote patient monitoring that enables the delivery of digital-first research and care. Huma's regulated medical device platform powers hybrid and decentralized clinical trials, virtual care at home, and companion apps, empowering us all to live longer, fuller lives. Who are you? And what do you care about? Connect with us and join the conversation.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
So Huma is a health tech organisation, and we use people's smartphones to give them hospital care, monitor their health, and enable them to participate in clinical research, all done remotely. So Huma's technology shares health information between patients and clinicians. It includes a patient app and a clinician dashboard. The Huma app, as used by a patient, allows patients to submit and report things like blood pressure, heart rate, as well as things like symptoms and answers to clinical questions. Clinical teams can then review that information through the HUMA dashboard, which flags automatically patients that may be deteriorating or warrant further attention.
The main challenges were COVID had hit the UK and we were unable to see our patients face to face. My nursing team had been redeployed to wards to cover COVID patients, so we were really struggling to see our patients face to face. So this app was able to facilitate us virtually monitoring our patients from their own home. So the footfall was less to our hospital, patients didn't have the fear of catching COVID coming to see us, so it was a real game changer through the COVID period.
So my mum is 65 years old and unfortunately earlier this year she was diagnosed with heart failure. But fortunately she's been able to use this new app. The impact of having heart failure alone is huge on your quality of life, your symptoms and everything. Actually using the app has meant that my mum has had access to a heart failure specialist almost on a daily basis. The fact that people can get to where they need to be in their treatment plan a lot quicker and don't have to go back and forth to hospital, particularly in a pandemic, which we're trying to avoid, it's a win-win situation.
Chronic care management, hospital at home, remote monitoring. Everyone agrees that healthcare needs to evolve with these initiatives, but the device landscape is difficult at best. It seems like every device has its own app that needs to be managed. Patients need smartphones, tablets, and Wi-Fi connections. Every app and device requires a bespoke data integration to the EHR. Who's going to build and manage all of that? Surely there must be a simpler solution. That's why we've developed the Stell ecosystem. One hub, one integration point, and so many devices. No apps, no screens, no Wi-Fi. Patients simply plug in the hub and start using their devices. Data gets transmitted over major cell carriers to Stell, and we send it to your EHR or care platform in real time. Stell requires no PHI. Data gets identified by your systems. We never even know who your patients are. Blood pressure, weight, glucose, spirometry, INR. We offer it all and more with multiple options for each type of device. Choose the ones that work best for your program. With the Stell ecosystem, you can create and scale the next generation of remote care.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
Hi, I'm Sid Candon, CEO of Stell Life, and our mission is to simplify connectivity for patients, care teams, and digital health companies. We patented a new standard of passive and secure device connectivity to allow patients to connect with care teams without requiring Wi-Fi, smartphones, or tech literacy. They just need a Bluetooth and cellular hub running the Stell operating system, and when they take their vitals, our hub passively connects to their devices and sends it over cellular right to their EHR preferred care platform, like so. No buttons or switches or process, just using the device. Throughout the pandemic, our hub was trusted to support vulnerable populations experiencing the digital divide in remote locations where their phones don't even get connectivity. It's a push-only system, doesn't take any PHI in the process or customer data, so it's safe and secure and easily adoptable. We're applying to the remote diagnostic tool category under the Rising Star track, and for a company that's raised under $3 million, we've now generated more revenue than we've raised. We have referenceable customers including Yale New Haven Health and their FQHC Fairhaven, Tower Health Reading, Lehigh Valley Health Network, Medical University South Carolina, Jefferson Health, Temple Health, Tampa General, Hawaii Pacific Health, Coagusense, and we have dozens of digital health companies and device manufacturers across the world that are trusting us to help bring their product to market. We're working to expand our operating system into popular IoT home gateways, into Wi-Fi modems and routers, so you won't even need a hub in the future. You'll simply be able to use your devices, and some Wi-Fi router or solution in your environment will be able to send it right to your care records. The superpower that's gotten us here is mainly delivering on our promises, especially when they require us engineering out of a problem. For example, during the pandemic, when health systems struggled with supply chain, we started from scratch and somehow managed to deliver thousands of units to our health system customers in under 50 days. This has helped us become the trusted name and the reason why we're lucky to work with visionary healthcare systems and companies in building a simpler and more accessible standard of care.
Hey, welcome to SPECT. So, who are we? Well, essentially, we allow any medical professional, staff, or assistants to easily perform a retinal eye exam in a matter of just minutes. Our retinal camera is really portable and easy to use, so medical staff can use it with minimal training. They can then use it anywhere, even in at-home healthcare. The issue we're tackling is that there are 34 million diabetics in the United States, and 80% of them will develop diabetic retinopathy at some point in their lives. This is exacerbated by the fact that only half of these individuals get their annual eye screening, bottlenecked by the limited number of eye specialists available. Diabetic retinopathy is just the tip of the iceberg. Our platform also allows us to screen for other diseases like macular degeneration, glaucoma suspect, hypertensive retinopathy, retinal detachment, and many more.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
It is said the eye is the window to the soul. At SPEC, we believe the eye is the check engine light of the body and a portal to the future of healthcare. In the current health data revolution, data science and healthcare analytics are enabling a new genre of data, and SPEC has built the engine to capture the $68 billion opportunity. We allow medical assistants to take retinal images in minutes for the early detection of eye disease. As telemedicine adoption has exploded, it has become clear there will be no turning back. For the 34 million Americans suffering from diabetes, 80% will develop diabetic retinopathy at some point if untreated, and only 50% have an annual screening. Today, this need is being addressed by a very small number of eye specialists using expensive desktop imaging systems. In the future, SPEC's handheld retinal scanning platform will become as ubiquitous as the stethoscope. As a diabetic, it's difficult to access one of thousands of retina specialists versus the millions of nurses and medical assistants. Therefore, the wait for an eye exam drops from weeks to minutes. Most clinics can make money in 2 days versus 18 months, as there is an existing reimbursement code and substantial bonus opportunities from the quality metrics such as HEDIS. Competitors are unable to scale in this market. In the case of hardware solutions, products require high capital investment, trained staff, and get poor image gradability. In the case of image grading solutions, products get poor image gradability and require high-end cameras as well. Our cloud-based telemedicine solution leverages our human-in-the-loop platform to easily capture an image in less than 5 minutes from an untrained medical assistant. Our in-house specialist grades images in less than a minute and send a report to the primary care provider within 24 hours. Over the past year, we have validated our platform in clinical environments with over 1 million images captured, have multiple patents filed and issued covering full platform and workflow, and have been awarded Company of the Year by the American Diabetes Association. Going forward, increasing industry awareness of applying AI on retinal images to predict heart attacks, Alzheimer's, and strokes ideally positions SPEC in the sweet spot of clinically predicted and targeted data. We put together an amazing team of medical, technical, and business experts, and we're looking forward to having you join our mission.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
In my pediatric cardiology practice, I found how difficult it is to do a 12 ECG test on a baby. So I founded QT Medical to design the ECG for pediatric use. In the process, we reinvented ECG and found a better way to do ECG tests for everyone. PCF 500 is a complete remote diagnostic 12 ECG platform. Starts with a pre-positioned and pre-connected electrode strip, super compact digital ECG recorder, apps for iOS and Android smart devices, HIPAA-compliant cloud server, and computer interpretation soon powered by artificial intelligence. You have seen a one-lead or multi-lead ECG for personal use, such as the Apple Watch. They're good for heart rate tracking or detecting some form of arrhythmia, but they do not offer a comprehensive extent of the heart, which is what the 12-lead ECG does. So our superpower is we have made the 12-lead ECG so simple and easy that anybody can use it. PCI 500 is the only medical standard 12-lead ECG cleared by FDA for professional use and personal use. And just 2 weeks ago, we also received FDA clearance for pediatric use as well for infants and newborns. PCI 500 is now in use on airlines for in-flight medical emergencies, by CROs in clinical trials, in schools for screening student athletes of the risk for sudden cardiac arrest, in telehealth companies, in medical clinics, urgent care centers, hospitals, and by thousands of patients at home. Our goals are to modernize this 100-year-old ECG technology in all healthcare facilities, to make this most useful test for the heart accessible and available in all places where it is needed, and to improve cardiac care for millions of patients in the comfort of their homes.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
Hi, my name is Richard Merritt, and I'm the president of Cardian Health. I've worked with large medical device companies for over 20 years, but I've never seen a team like the one here at Xander Cardian, combining cutting-edge research into radar and deep partnership with clinicians to make sure that the solution actually simplifies workflow for clinicians and has the economic and clinical evidence behind it to be adopted widely. Let me tell you about the XK300. It is the first and only FDA-cleared commercially available radar that can actually measure respiration rate and heart rate as compared to the gold standard of Entitle CO2 and ECG. It's totally automatic. There are no wearables, no interaction required by staff or patients. In addition to vital signs, it continuously collects patient presence and motion data, which, when you combine with AI and machine learning, can create remarkable new insights for clinicians. Its range goes from 10 feet to 33 feet, giving great flexibility for placement in the room or bathroom, and it could go through blankets, clothing, furniture, and even drywall. But what about the evidence? Published studies show that respiration rate and heart rate are two of the most important predictors of patient deterioration, but because they're difficult to collect continuously, they're really underutilized by clinicians today. In this graph, you can see just one example from a long-term care facility for an otherwise healthy 89-year-old patient that we were able to see a trend more than 3 days before an acute event and a hospitalization that could have been prevented. In 2022, we're focusing on long-term care, where staffing challenges are extreme, and we have the opportunity to give back 17% of the time clinicians spend on routine tasks, such as bed checks, focusing time on the patients who need the most care. In summary, we have 3 key value propositions: improving clinical outcomes, bringing existing remote patient monitoring reimbursement to long-term care where it's never been used before, and reducing stress, strain, and burnout.
Where should I go for the right care when I have new symptoms? How can I keep track of all my follow-ups from my new diagnosis? I just want to view my test results and pay a bill. Why is this so hard? Our powerful AI chat technology called Smart Care Routing guides patients through their lifelong journeys in healthcare. Smart Care Routing powers 3 unique solutions that make it easy for patients to always access the most useful, clear next steps. Available on any health system's website, Virtual Triage helps patients navigate symptoms and book the right care at the right time across your network. Clinical Journeys automates the process of intelligently assessing, monitoring, and engaging patients with chronic illness, reducing leakage and readmissions. Patient Services fills in all of the one-off requests in between, from requesting refills, booking an appointment, or searching a provider directory. ClearStep makes healthcare easy. And by making healthcare easy, we help you foster lifelong relationships. Your patients will be able to focus on getting better while trusting your system to take care of everything else along the way. Make healthcare easy.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
ClearStep's superpower is our ability to transform clinical intelligence in the minds of our clinicians into digitally enabled self-triage experiences via our smart care routing platform. Our clinicians can program these algorithms without having to know how to code by using our internal clinical intelligence editing software. As a result, we have created a solution that guides a patient from the moment they start experiencing symptoms to scheduling them at the most appropriate site of care in the least number of questions with the highest overall triage accuracy, all in less than 5 minutes. Our self-service chatbot offers safe, timely, accurate, and compassionate guidance. Health systems using ClearStep demonstrate a 4x higher patient satisfaction and a 10x ROI. ClearStep's key differentiators are our clinical accuracy, efficiency, and market leadership. We are the only company providing chat-based digital self-triage based on Schmidt triage content, which is the gold standard telephone triage content validated in over 300 million encounters and in use by 95% of the call centers in the country. As a result, we boast the highest triage accuracy with the least number of questions asked, and have invested over 20,000 hours of board-certified clinician time into developing and enhancing our triage engine. Because of our superior accuracy, speed, and UX, we have gained market dominance and built a brand that healthcare organizations and consumers trust. Our solution has been deployed with the largest retail health organization in the country, the largest health system, the largest pop health management company, and the largest multi-specialty medical group in the Midwest, along with systems in 30 states. We should win the 2022 Digital Health Award because ClearStep offers clinically validated gold standard digital self-triage and has achieved market leadership with the largest systems in the country. We have done this with the least amount of startup capital of any of our competitors. Our triage systems are in use in over 30 states, integrated with over 100 hospitals, and serve patient and member populations of over 25 million individuals.
Hi, I'm Mark Gruner, a sports medicine physician and chief medical officer at Limber Health. Limber is a digital app which helps patients with musculoskeletal conditions like back and joint pain manage their conditions at home, and it enables their physicians and physical therapists to remotely monitor and track their patients' care at home. Clinically validated by 2 clinical trials at Mayo Clinic, Limber is optimized for the new remote therapeutic monitoring codes that became available this past January and are now covered by Medicare and some private payers. In fact, I was one of the original requesters of these new codes that bring technology to in-clinic care. While other MSK solutions focus on the employer wellness space, Limber believes the best way to control costs and improve care is to integrate new tools with physicians and physical therapists that they trust in their community. Research shows early therapy and patients sticking to their therapy can decrease downstream healthcare costs. However, less than 12% of people attend physical therapy and only 30% of patients complete therapy. Challenges being high copays, travel distances, and time off from work. Limber is growing quickly. Our platform is now used by over 40 clients, including health systems, private practices, several national large PT groups, and payers. In fact, our venture arm is Blue Venture Fund, representing all of the Blue Cross Blue Shield plans. Limber's backbone is sticking to evidence-based medicine. Our key differentiators include outcome collection, coaches trained in cognitive behavioral therapy and motivational interviewing to provide support to patients, highly engaging follow-along videos, and computer vision using 3D motion capture to track adherence and compliance at home.
Introducing the Stratos Respiratory Management Solution, RASP. It's the first ever FDA-cleared, fully wireless device that listens to lung sounds in a non-invasive, non-intrusive, and patient-friendly way. Developed by a respiratory patient for respiratory patients, RASP has been clinically validated to acquire lung sounds, provides a hands-free, patient-friendly experience, seamlessly integrates with existing EHR clinical workflows, delivers real-time access to respiratory data via the cloud, and uses a machine learning algorithm for analysis and detection. Convenient, mobile, and remote, RESP is ideal in respiratory clinical trials and in healthcare systems because RESP has 1 million plus clinically validated pulmonary data points, 99.59% patient compliance, and 6 times greater detection of abnormal events versus standard auscultation alone. Configuring and integrating RESP into your clinical workflow is effortless. Simply customize the app for your organization or clinical trial site using our cloud-enabled platform. Connect it to the patient and start collecting data.
Hear in their own words why they should win.
My name is Nick Delmonico, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Stratos Labs. And at Stratos Labs, we're focused on trying to help patients who suffer from cardiorespiratory challenges avoid bad events. Number one, predictability. We have a lung sound AI engine that can, with 99% sensitivity and 93% specificity, detect coughing from a patient in real time. And we have lung sound algorithms for other events like wheeze and cough that are approaching 95% levels of accuracy. So now we finally have that objective measurement, and we can get that from a patient in a hospital all the way to their home, and ultimately scale a solution that can be completely decentralized, and it can be where the patients are, in their homes and in their communities. And what's exciting about this solution is that we made it really simple because we wanted patients to be able to use it, and we wanted clinicians to be able to act upon it. So how it works is very simple. I have one here, and you might be wondering what all these boxes are behind me. These are products that we're shipping to customers, so we're very excited about that. But it's a small wearable device, simple start button on the front. You place it on, and we do the rest. So we essentially say you configure, you connect, and you collect. We do all of the hard work of identifying changes in lung sounds, where patients are, and getting that information back to a caregiver or research team so that they can take action. We've had over 200 patients use this system. We've collected over 8,000 hours of lung sounds and over 1 million data points. We now have the world's largest library of continuously recorded lung sounds in real-world settings, which is all part of our proprietary strategy and IP defensibility. And we've gotten wonderful feedback from key KOLs across the country, including the Chief Medical Officer of the American Lung Association, Dr. Rizzo, who sits on our Chief Advisory Board, and all of our clinical study PIs, including Dr. Gatalo Hassan and Dr. Sherry Onyego. Our beachhead opportunity has actually been in the life sciences space, working with pharma companies that are conducting respiratory trials, measuring and providing them with data around cough and wheeze events for patients in those trials. It's a nearly $800 million revenue opportunity worldwide for global trials, and specifically trials that are measuring cough and wheeze as part of a core endpoint. It's a nearly $72 million revenue opportunity. And then what allows us to scale is the solution being used in telepulmonary care. So implementing this solution at all of our clinical trial sites that are using it for research, and ultimately implementing them on telemedicine and remote monitoring solutions with our system. We already have CE mark as well as FDA clearance, so we have the ability to scale globally as of today, and we're already doing trials worldwide.
Join us on November 14th for our grand finale at Health in Las Vegas to see the winners crowned.